How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That was very satisfying, wasn't it? I love it. Fantastic. I love that, like, in a few hours, Facebook is going to blow up with, like, videos and photos of this little room, like, 80 people playing Satisfaction. It's awesome. Terrific. Weird thing about Satisfaction, actually, the Stones had this big concert, and it was broken up early because the fans were so crazy. They only got to do 4 songs, and Keith Richards woke up that night, in the middle of the night. He was so pissed off at the show, they couldn't do their whole show, that he thought of the term, man, can't get no satisfaction. So he opened up his, remember what tape recorders were? When you had to, like, press, so he pressed the button, and he said, you know, there's a song here called Satisfaction, can't get no satisfaction, and then he passed out. And so he brought the record. This is a true story. Then he came into the recording studio the next day. Guys, I got this idea for a song, and he played it. And a little bit of the melody and the lyrics were there, followed by 2 hours of snoring. Totally true story. All right, let's move right ahead to 1966, one of the next big hits written by Jagger and Richards. They had just been in Fiji, and they learned about a little instrument called the sitar. Anybody here play the sitar? Yeah. Oh, wow! Next time we do a Stones tribute, you're up here playing that sitar. They made a big hit out of this song, Painted Black, not only because it uses sitar, but because they got to play it on TV so much, because no one in America had seen people playing a sitar on TV. So we're going to do this song sitar free. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, terrific. Sitar free, but plenty of bass and guitar. Knock it out of the park.
The guitars are emulating the sitar, so...
Yeah, that's correct.
So think hard. Not too hard.
Big sitar.
Big sitar.
Got you.
Smell the incense in the air. Oh, yeah. So this is a little part of the show where all the amazing guitar and bass players behind me will be tuning up their instruments for the next song. Liana, want to tell us a little bit about why people might need to tune up their guitars after playing 2 songs?
Well, one of the main things about the Rolling Stones that they tune their guitar differently in many songs. So Keith Richards often writes songs in open G tuning, open E tuning, and we're doing the same thing. So it takes a little bit, you know, and that's part of that's why they have that unique sound. And
they have a unique sound because all their instruments are out of tune.
Pretty much.
For those of us who don't play the guitar, this makes this very hard to wrap our minds around. Because I know you work very hard on actually getting it in tune, but then
you have to tune it differently. Tune to the Stone sound. And he even actually removes the 6th string of his guitar. So.
Oh yeah, that's interesting too.
It's yeah. So if that 6th string is ever bothering you, just take it off. Do Keith Richards style.
Terrific. So should we just jump into the next song, which was written in? Are we good on the tuning?
Go. Yeah, go.
Phil? Does that mean Phil? No, or go?
No, you can tell
Keep
us about
talking.
it. Tell us about it. I don't know.
Okay, so Brown Sugar came out in 1971. Mick wrote it in the middle of a field in Australia. Just thought that was interesting. He was shooting a movie called Ned Kelly. It was the beginning of Mick's film career and possibly the end of it. But the cool thing about Brown Sugar is that it is the first song that was on the Rolling Stones record label, their own label, on an album called Sticky Fingers. Perhaps you've heard of that. Interesting thing about, someone tell me an interesting thing about the actual album. Does anybody know what an album is? I think actually looking at the age of this crowd, we know what that is. Does anyone remember the album cover for Sticky Fingers? Tell us about that. It had a zipper. Exactly. It had an actual zipper on the cover, which made it very difficult to ship, so it became this hot commodity. And it was designed by a little guy named Andy Warhol. And on the inside cover was the very first time that we saw this logo, which was designed by an art student in the UK who has gone on to become a millionaire just by drawing a tongue sticking out of some lips. I have nothing else to say on the subject. Let's do some Brown Sugar! Woohoo!